Oh, what a nice throwback, man. This is George Michael with I Knew You Were Waiting for Me. I knew you were waiting for us. And I also know that you've been waiting for our lady who's been put on the spotlight this morning. This is Nondumiso Faith Khanyile, who's the CEO of the Women's Development Bank. It is 11:15. You are tuned into The Bridge right here in Metro FM. Metro FM is where it's at. Elsie, Mama, George Michael, why this particular song?
I love George Michael, you know, as an artist. So I think for me, I mean, I actually just love all his songs. So this particular song, I think it's just, it's energizing.
It is.
Yeah, so that's really why I thought, you know, we could start with it so that I can get my energy going.
Okay. So our Faith Nondumiso Khanyile serves as the Chief Executive Officer at the Women's Development Bank Investment Holdings Pty Ltd. She has been associated also with WDB Investment Holdings Pty for over 18 years as one of its founding members and a non-executive director. Now from 2001 to 2013, you were with Standard Bank.
Yes, I was.
And you were also the head of corporate banking coverage at Standard Bank Corporate and Investment Banking Division for 12 years. Sure.
Yes.
You've done quite a bit.
Yes, I have.
And between 2003 and 2006, you were also a director in the structured debt finance division of CIB, where you successfully concluded a number of transactions in diverse sectors. And prior to joining Standard Bank, you were actually with Brait Private Equity for 5 years.
Yes, I was.
As an investment analyst from March 1995 to December 2000. And later, deal executive responsible for a portfolio of investments in media and retail sectors. This is a mouthful. You've done, what have you not done? Radio
Well,
DJ.
there's still a lot to do.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
still a lot to do. Yeah.
Okay, let's just take it back. Let's talk about you. Who is Aus Nondumiso and where you were raised?
Okay, thank you very much. I was born in KZN, in a small village outside Mbangeni. And basically that's where I spent my early childhood until about the age of 13, when I went to a boarding school at Ohlange High School. So I was there from the age of 13 until matric.
All in KZN.
All in KZN, yes.
Did you have an idea at that age of what you wanted to do after matric? You know, because normally when you are in your teens and when you're in matric, you already have an idea of where you want to head. You know, if you want to become a lawyer or an advocate or, you know, a nurse or a doctor.
I was quite fortunate because when I grew up in a business environment. So my family ran a general store, you know, in the village. So I think I sort of knew that I wanted to be in business. But I think initially I did not know what route I would take. So, you know, I thought maybe I could be a lawyer, a corporate lawyer, or I can be a businesswoman. So that's really, I think it helped that, you know, I had that upbringing.
So speaking of your family, what major influence did your family, your family life and upbringing have on the person you are today? I mean, you spoke about that they actually used to own, is it a shop?
Yes. I think quite a lot. I mean, in terms of, you know, the way my parents, for example, treated girls and boys, you know, in our household, you know, there were 6 of us, 3 boys and 3 girls. There was equality. So, you know, we all were expected to do similar chores. You know, boys were expected, you know, to scrub the floors. If they had to scrub the floors at the shop, we were all expected to do exactly the same task. So you all had
chores, yes.
Not exactly, but, you know, they never differentiated between, oh, you are boys, this is what you should do, or you are girls, this is what you should do. So I think that upbringing of saying men and women are equal started then. So I always had this sort of like confidence that, you know, as a girl and as a woman, I could do whatever I set my mind to do.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Now, just still on school, you spoke about, you mentioned something that a lot of people would mention. I just want to know how your high school, you know, the years, how it was, because you also mentioned that you repeated grade 12.
Yes, I did.
And, you know, what did this do for you and your determination?
I think, you know, for me that was a big shock because, you know, all the way from say sub A, I was, you know, one of those very good students, you know, did very well, was always number 1 or number 2 in class. And then, you know, came matric, you know, I did not pass the first time around. So I really had to dig a little bit deep and to, and I think I had to grow up, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I had to grow up. I had to realize that, I cannot just, do the minimum. I had to work harder in order to achieve my goals. So I think repeating grade 12 really gave me that inner strength and inner resilience to say,
you had to grow up really fast.
Failed, exactly. You failed, but you need to get up and you need to start, working again.
Start again. But I feel like it also preps you for, the adult life also, because you are going to come through, go through a couple of challenges in life. So I think that prepped you really, really hard, because now I'm sure, when a challenge comes through, then it's a small thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's not a small thing, but but at least now that I've gone through failures, because I guess
what it's like.
Because for you to achieve anything major in life, you actually have to go through those challenges.
Absolutely.
And if you're able to rise up and start again after falling, then you can be stronger and you can be able to achieve your dreams. And
I think that's the most important thing in life, is the fact that you can get up, dust yourself off, and start again or try again.
Yes.
We are hanging out with Nondumiso Faith Khanyile, who is the CEO of WBD Investment Holdings. If you have any questions for her, tweet us, #TheBridge.